All right, hey, it's Your Money Wednesday for Your Money Wednesday. And if you're wanting to improve your financial situation, the first step, of course, is tracking your spending to see where your money is going. And the second, much more difficult step, of course, deciding where it should go. We have Andy Mattingly in studio this morning to share some suggestions how to allocate your spending. And you know, when you're talking about budget, housing has to be the biggest one. And so what are we talking minimum, maximum? What should you be setting aside?
Sure, and when we're talking about housing, we're talking about rent or mortgage payments, maintenance, utilities, cable, things like that. No more than 30% of your net monthly income. So that's a big chunk of it, but remember I said net monthly income and no more than 30%.
Got it. Are there 2 more, 3 more that we should be looking out for?
Yeah, the next couple then would be transportation, so car payments, gas, insurance, things like that, even Uber rides, about 12% of your net monthly income. And then groceries, not personal care items, just groceries, about 10% of your net monthly income.
Wow.
Yes.
So when we're talking about saving, how much?
Okay, well we want 10% for retirement, if you can get to that, and about 5% for emergency fund and other things that you're wanting to save for. If you have kids, you may want to go a little bit higher. The bare minimum on retirement is your match at your company 401k if they do it.
All right, Andy, there's a lot of people out there that have credit cards, student debt, so what do you do in those situations?
So in those situations, you really want to try to keep that debt to no more than 5% of your net monthly income, meaning those payments. So that's why you got to really watch your credit card debt.
Got it. And if you have a student loan payment that's maybe a little bit higher than 5% of your net monthly, what then?
Yes, well now that's when you got to go back to your housing and transportation and see if you can lower those so you can put more money to that student loan. So you kind of got to work this budget all together at the same time.
Okay, and then if there's categories where maybe people are finding that they go toward for their budget, what do you suggest?
Well, you know, a couple other things are like the personal care items and medical expenses. And usually those are about 4% each. What happens though is you don't spend 4% of your net monthly income each month on those things, at least most people don't. Yeah. And so you kind of get out of whack, but you just need to save that knowing that some months you're going to do more and some months will be less.
Okay, I have to ask, entertainment, eating out, we all spend a
we
little
haven't
too
talked
much,
about that
right?
one yet, right. You really need to try to keep that at 4% of your net monthly income. So if you know what you're bringing home, you already know how much you should be spending going out, which is about 4%.
That's it? Okay.
Yes, sorry.
Is it important to hit that budget percentage every month? How important is it?
Well, you know, that's a very good question. You don't have to hit on the percentage in each category every month. The important thing is that your budget balances at the end. So maybe you do go out and spend more on entertainment this month, but maybe you cut back on something else so that you can get there. The thing is, if you have some extra or excess, save it, then you can spend it later.
All right, this is good advice. Difficult though. We appreciate you being here with us. Thank you. All right, we do have new info.